Hello, it's me, Troubadour, and I'm back again with another video. Today's video, we're once again using one of my favorite pets, one of my favorite team styles to do when I just want something fun to do. We're doing the Griffin Gambit. That's right, we're going to try and get a level 3 Griffin as early as possible, and then try and break the toy early, and see if we can get a really good level 3 tier 6 as early as we can, and hopefully be pretty cool. And this time, mixing up a bit, I put a bunch of the new Danger Pack Tier 6s into this pack. Couldn't put all of them because it would be a wild pack, and I really don't want to play wild customs right now. But I put a good amount of ones that are from Danger Pack and a good amount of ones that I just haven't used before, like Sunfish, you know, stuff like that. But what's really great is we hit the early Griffin already, which is pretty cool. But yeah, the Griffin thing is just something I like to do when I'm like, you know what, I'm bored. I just want to play some customs. So I want to put a little spin on it. So usually I either do blind random packs or I'll do the Griffin stuff. And of course, shout outs to Grounded for being the first person to really push the whole Griffin kind of thing, you know, back in the day with trying to go for the level as quick as possible. So, but yeah, now what I'm doing here early is, yeah, I only have the level 1 Griffin, but I found the bass. And I got the anteaters because this took me a lot of attempts. You know, I kept losing a bunch. So just getting some tip on the team is good. Now, actually, this isn't my only run I did going for the Griffin stuff. Also, we lose to Yogru there, running summons as usual. I did, right after the update came out, I did a few different Griffin attempts. And this is just my favorite of the 3 that were successful. I'll show a couple clips of the other ones. Once I finish up this run here. Also, we hit a Griffin out of the, what's it called? Hit a Griffin out of the stoat there, which is sick. But the other 2 runs were recorded the day the update came out, so I actually ran into ghost teams in a couple of them, and also they just weren't as interesting as this one. But this one was definitely my favorite out of the 3. So, and this was recorded the day after the update, so the arena actually had some pets, you know, and teams in the pool. Wasn't just facing ghost teams a bunch, thankfully. But we just need to find like one more Griffin, and then we can like sell a bunch of bass. Oh, look at that. We hit the level 2 bass as well. Oh, hey, and there's the bonobo. That's 6. The next turn we'll hit the level 3 Griffin thanks to the bass and the bonobo transform into a Griffin. And then we just wait a couple turns, pill a mandrill, and it'll be good. Also, we face another person going for Griffin stuff. Look at that. That's crazy. They already got the level 3 treasure chest on their team. Guess they got it a turn earlier than me, which is pretty cool. So there we go, we sell the bass, we get the level 3, and it will break in, the map will break in 2 turns, treasure chest will break 2 turns after that. So in the meantime, we're just going to buy some decent pets. I mean, Eagle and Nurikabe seem pretty good. Maybe we could have frozen the parrot too. I mean, triple Eagle with the parrot would be pretty sick. We face, oh boy, it's Porta. Porta running one of their signature trout teams in customs. Honestly, don't run into Porta that much when I'm playing customs. I know Porta does a lot, and I mean a lot of trout teams. So, but we'll take the turtle here, and then next turn we'll pill the mandrill. We'll see what tier 6 we're gonna get. Also, face someone running Rispoli's Tarako, respect, even though they don't have any strawberries. Oh man, that pet is just, it's not that good even with strawberries, I'll be honest. So here we go. We're going to pill the mandrill. What are we going to get on turn 9? We get the level 3 sunfish. Yeah, I mentioned it before, but this is a pet I've actually never used or never done with the Griffin Gambit, and I've only lightly used outside of, you know, a couple of runs. So I think I got the level 3 achievement for it, though. But what's really cool is that it'll deal 12 damage to every pet in front of it on odd turns. But we face Mirko running double giant otter. Who the heck runs Giant Otter, and why is Mirko specifically counter-teaming by Sunfish? You gotta be kidding me. Giant Otter gives him the temporary stats to counter my start a battle snipes with the Sunfish. But anyway, we find the chickpea, we transform into the level 3 Black Rhino, and that's what this run is really all about. We're going for level 3 Black Rhino. So there you go. Enemy attacks, it'll deal 30 damage to 3 random enemies. So even though it looks like we're gonna lose here, nope, we have 3 30 damage snipes. Oh man, now it's gonna be really hard to get this to trigger more than once in a battle, so really it's just gonna be all about trying to get it to trigger one time, which is why you see me running stuff like, glad I have this eagle around, I can go eagle mushroom, hopefully get some cool stuff out of that. And also the melon will help with hopefully some extra triggers as well. Face Equi with a level 3 skunk, which is a little scary, going for, I would say an elk pivot, but there's no elk. Maybe the Equi sold out the elk, I don't know, but we get another win there. And yeah, we're just gonna be leveling up and looking for some cool stuff to support the team. But in general, we're just trying to get some more stats, some more summons, and just generally have more ways to make sure our Black Rhino will get to snipe at least once in the battle. That's why I see him bringing Nurikabe, because, you know, if I've got some scaling, Nurikabe can take a lot of damage. We face a team here. Look at that. You gotta be kidding me. I just talked about how important it is to have the Black Rhino trigger, and then it gets sniped at the start of battle, but we actually have just enough stats to make it through that team. Are you kidding me? We don't even need the Black Rhino. That's crazy. But yeah, now I will say a lot of this run is just kind of rolling for levels, rolling for scaling, but there were a lot of really interesting battles in the middle, which is why I thought it'd be fun to show. Take, for instance, this one. Look at Amsa, 2 50-50 Pteranodons going for, I guess there's like the infinite with, you know, Pteranodon and Pillbug, but we still win against the double 50-50 like infinite squad. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, we got lucky there. But yeah, shouts to Amsa, even if Amsa is running a cringe team, or maybe someone impersonating Amsa. Can you imagine? Imagine if like I went into arena as like, you know, like grounded sap, and then I started running like cringe builds. That'd be so funny. We face a person running Hermit Crab with a Lime. I mean, that's cool and all, but you know, you might want something a little better than Lime on your Golden Retriever. We'll take that win as well. Get the level up on the turtle. And this is basically going to be our final squad. Let's try and get a little more levels. Kept the turtle around because it got so many stats anyway. We face an abomination with a warthog and a geometric tortoise inside of it, and a parrot copying the abomination as well. Don't know what's inside the parrot. I guess the warthog as well. I don't know, but we're still able to get through thanks to our summons and our melons. Before we get to the end, we're going to hit the level 3 Nurikabe, grab a white okra just for extra protection at the start of battle. What do we face on the last turn with the Black Rhino? We face a jump team. They also have level 3 Baboon, which is interesting, but we just have too much stats, and we're going to take the win right there. That's not all. I also said I got 2 other level 3 Griffin early treasure chest things, so let me show you guys here. This was, I think this was the first run I had it. It's turn 8. I got the level 3 helmeted hornbill. Now the run wasn't actually that interesting. It was just a lot of scaling, but you can kind of see what the final team ended up being here. Also, we faced them running Respoils to Rocco, and we actually repositioned them with the eggplant, and because of that, they get more mana, and they get 50 trumpets, and we still beat them, even after helping them with the positioning. That's crazy. And then here is the other level 3 treasure chest early thing I did. We pill it, and what do we get this time? We get Sumatran Tiger, which is a lot of fun. I'm doing a bunch of just scaling plus basically triple level 3 Sumatran Tiger. And dude, this free-to-play opponent here, they did not stand a chance. Look at all this damage. They're all just dead at the start of battle. And yeah, that's gonna be the Griffin Gambit Danger Pack Pet Edition. Hope you all enjoyed. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, do that generic stuff. I'll catch you guys in the next video, but until then, as always, stay true.